Welcome back again. We are here with Anya, who is recently divorced. She kicked her ex husband, his new wife, and their child out of her house. And she is, you know, still sad about it, but she had her friend Teresa move in to help her take care of her two children now that she's a single mom. So Anya is going back to basics. She needs to get her fitness up for work, and that is what she is going to focus on right now. It is almost Zoe's birthday, which is good. But Anya is still working through all her feelings about everything that happened, but she's going to do everything she can to kind of get over it so that she can be there for her kids and, live her life to the fullest. So, we're skipping the part of building this floor where I messed around with platforms and I can't use them because the roof will phase into the house. So I am just putting in two children's beds into this area, this room over here, separated by a divider. I did have to put move objects on because I don't know what it is. Ever since I got Snowy Escape, or maybe it's ever since that patch, I keep getting like obstruction or like there's something in the way, but there's really nothing that's in the way. So I don't know. I can't place objects sometimes, even in places where they can go. So that's what cheats are for. This is going to be Harper and Zoe's room. And you'll see the differences in personality as we build. Harper is definitely more straight-laced, and Zoe is more chaotic, to you know, put it lightly. But um, yeah, so they're both going to have aspirations regarding the Star Wars pack. That's the plan, is to have each path in the Star Wars pack be filled in Generation 3. So we're getting started on that for them. So we're just thinking about their personalities. And you can see Zoe's side is much more cluttered and funky, and Harper's side is more academic and um, I guess clean. So I am just putting in a dresser, a mirror. Harper's side will have a desk and just little clutter objects that I feel like fit their personalities. And definitely a blue theme for both of them. And I love this little the little bookend that's is it a polar bear? It's like some kind of animal. Definitely cute. Although I have noticed that the little books that come like that glitch for me a lot, so I might have to remove them because they will like the Sims will just constantly go over there to pick up books even if they're doing something else. So we'll see how that goes. Now just trying to pick out a rug that matches. And then on this side, I'm putting an extra bed for Teresa so that she can, have somewhere to sleep. I have had a lot of Sims living in this house with only one double bed for way too long. Yeah, I was just messing with Harper's clutter here. But then we will get going on Teresa's side in just a moment. I can't seem to help myself with the clutter items. I just want to keep adding more and more and more. But yeah, I think that Harper is more studious. But I mean, they're both smart in their own ways. Just Zoe doesn't care as much for the rules. And you'll see that come into play as she gets older. So now we're working on Teresa's side. It's just going to have a bed and a nightstand. I use the snowy escape stuff just to, match the theme of the house. Put some flowers on the nightstand and called it good. We don't need anything extravagant. So now I'm going to set up everyone in their beds and assign them all. So we'll assign Harper to the left side there and Zoe to the right. And it is now Talk Like a Pirate Day. Happy Talk Like a Pirate Day. Anya is trying really hard to lower her sadness. Harper is cleaning up. She is definitely a responsible child so far. Hopefully, she'll keep it up. They're usually hard workers. And Teresa is, um, I don't know if I already showed her getting her job. She's a business person. So that's what she'll be doing to bring in money to the household. Not that it really matters. I mean, we have tons of money. But, we can never have too much money, especially considering I'm not really expecting her kids to work very much. So we really are saving up money for this generation and the generation after that. But they all want to succeed in Talk Like a Pirate Day. And everyone keeps offering Anya new career paths as if she's not, level 6, level 7 astronaut. And that is her current goal. Technically, Anya has completed all of the things we have required of her except for getting to level 10 astronaut. So everyone just wants to be a pirate, and Anya also wants to up her skills so that she can get a promotion at work. And that's really important to her. And Teresa is taking her responsibilities seriously as a caregiver in this household. She's trying to get to know the kids a little better. She is now one of two adults in the house, so it's important that the kids like her. And little Zoe is enjoying her company during Talk Like a Pirate Day. Although you can only do one Talk Like a Pirate interaction with Zoe. And I think it's just like ask ye which way the wind blows or something. But that is going with that. And the kids keep coming and asking for advice. And Anya is doing her best as a single mom to continue to raise them properly and to, try and keep a semblance of normalcy. But, she's having a really hard time. She's very sad. She, just lost what feels like everything. She was humiliated in front of her neighbors. Her husband left her for someone else. He cheated on her. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot for her. And she doesn't want to be sad anymore. She wants to move on from this and get her life back together. but everything just feels like it's spiraling out of control. So she says, "You know what? I want to go out tonight." She wants to go out with the girls, and they're going to go to the nightclub, and they're going to dance the night away, and they're going to, you know, have um, some alcohol. I forget what it's called. Some kind of juice bar. And they're going to dance, and they're going to have fun, and they're going to flirt, and they're going to, you know, just have a crazy night out on the town. So we are going to go to Wittenberg to do that and go to that nightclub over there. I was considering one of the bars, but we ended up deciding on the nightclub. And they are just going to have a good time. So, girls' night out, the kids are at daycare, and so she's going to order drinks for everybody. First round's on Anya, and they are going to enjoy themselves to the fullest. Of course, I ordered them a drink that they can't really drink. I think it's like either a vampire and alien drink. And look who showed up. Like, she just wants to go out and have a night where she forgets about the craziness of her life. And her ex-husband is over there dancing at the nightclub that she went to. So she's like, "What are you doing here? This is my night out. I can't believe you're ruining this for me." She just hates this. She was just trying to get away from all this and let off some steam, and here he is, continuing to make her life miserable, bringing his, new wife out with him, and she's just so angry. She's going to drink her drink, and she's going to go out onto the dance floor, and she's going to make him regret that he ever messed with her. So all the girls go over to the dance floor, and they're dancing, and she's having a good time, even though she's in her winter clothes. But they're just enjoying themselves. There are also a lot of ghosts at this nightclub. But yeah, Anya is she's ignoring him. She's flirting with other people. She's having a good time. And uh, one of the land grabs here, she flirts with her a little bit. And I do have MCCC, like I have said in the past. I also, when you download MCCC, you need to also separately download MCCC Woohoo so that you can have one night stands. So she's talking to Hannah Landgrab saying, like, "Hey, we're at a bar, we're dancing, we're drinking, we're feeling good. Let's go woohoo over here." So she, gets a little frisky on her night out, but she deserves to have some fun, do whatever she wants. She's not committed to anyone. And the bar is closing, so everyone's leaving. But Anya's not ready to call it quits, even though it's like 7 a.m. now. So she orders another drink from the bartender. And she tells Teresa, like, "You can go home if you want. I'm just going to have one more drink, and then I'm going to come home. It's not like there's anyone here. It's not like I can get into any trouble while I'm out, in an empty bar." And so she gets chatting with the bartender, and, she's doing what you do to bartenders where you complain about your life. And she, sells the photo of her and Esteban. And Teresa comes back, and we tell Teresa, "You can leave again." But she's just talking to the bartender, and Teresa is talking to this guy over here. And she's just enjoying herself. And she says, "You know what, Mr. Bartender? There's a nice closet over there. Do you want a woo-hoo?" She's, recently divorced, wants a little more spice in her night, but she is not exactly being careful. And I think that that's, you know, not ideal, but she's been through a lot, and it's okay for her to not have it completely together all the time. She deserves to let loose, but, she also has to deal with the consequences of doing that. Because if she's going to keep getting frisky with this bartender, she has to accept that there may be something that results from that. But she's just, she doesn't care about that right now. She's just having a good time. But, she's feeling a little sick. She thinks it's the juice, but she has a feeling that maybe things aren't quite uh, normal because, she has engaged in a lot of risky behavior tonight. So, she knows that she hasn't been careful, and so she's got to check. And she is pregnant from her one night stand with the bartender. And so she goes home and she's, freaking out a little bit because, she's already a single mom to two kids. But she's like, okay, it's Zoe's birthday. I'm going to bake her a cake. We are not going to freak out just yet. We are going to keep it in. We aren't going to worry because she has to worry about the kids. And, she's pregnant and there's nothing she can do about that. She made that choice. This is what's come of it. And she is going to, be a good mom to all of her children. And so she is just going back to normal. She's like, okay, I got the crazy out of my system. I did what I wanted. I had my fun. And, I can have nights where I go out and have fun, but I've got to come home to my kids in the morning and I've got to take care of them. And so they come over here and light some candles so that Zoe can have her birthday. And Zoe blows out the candles. And little blonde Zoe grows up into a red-headed child. I have no idea how that happened, why that happened. Maybe Zoe dyes her hair. We can go with that. But she is still cute. Definitely that rebellious streak in her. And Anya is going to go exercise. And Teresa is staying inside cleaning up. And Harper and Zoe are now at the same age group. So they are, just hanging out with each other. We have them take a picture together for our wall, even though Harper still feels a little sad about things that have happened in the past that I don't even know about. Probably not anything worthy of holding a grudge over, though she seems to be holding one. But it is a nice replacement to that photo of Estevan, the two children. But yes, Harper is still hurt by something Zoe did when she was a toddler. That Zoe doesn't seem to care. And Teresa is just hanging out. Anya, who is now pregnant, is, telling her kids about it. And nobody seems to want to clean up here. Or they can't. There's something wrong with my cleanup interactions because they're just not working. I had to put a trash can up here in order for them to actually try and throw the food away. Maybe they can't carry it down a ladder. Is that possible? Not really sure. But everyone wants to cook at the grill, even though we have like 4 cakes in the fridge. See that? Lots of cake. Lots of birthdays. And nobody ever eats the cake, and the cake never goes bad, so what's it made out of? We don't know. But Teresa is ready for her next day of work, and Anya is constantly hungry and having to use the restroom now that she is going to have another baby. So we are going to skip The Sims doing nothing. Anya is getting sick and dirtying the house, but luckily we have a maid service, which we do use. And again, I don't know what's wrong with people trying to clean up over here because it's just not working. But Anya and Teresa, if possible, have gotten even closer as friends now that they live together. And, Anya is so grateful for Teresa's help with the children and with everything that's been going on. And, she feels really lucky to have such a good friend, someone who is there for her. And so everyone is off to their respective work and schools. Luckily, everyone's on pretty much the same schedule. And so we are going to, end it here where they are all out and doing things. But next time, Anya is going to have her third child. And also, she may find someone new and will finally hire that gardener for these money trees. So we'll catch you next time.